Hello and welcome to my channel. This is going to be mid-monthly reading for those born under the energy of Aries. And since this coincides on Valentine's Day, I'll do something a little different. So, for this reading we're going to concentrate on your person. Let's see what the energies of the person that you have on your mind, your heart's desire, the person that you have come here to learn more about. So, Aries. Let's see what's going on with your person and this connection between you. Good. Have strength in reverse. Possibly not being able to tell you how they feel honestly in this situation is what I'm getting. They don't have the strength. Star in reverse. Seems like they are not healing from some past hurt. Perhaps there was a breakup in this relationship. Perhaps there was some things that had to be said, some things that had to be dealt with. Knight of Cups in reverse. Not allowing you in. They're not allowing an offer. Romance. This is something more steady that they want. Something that's not just coming in and coming out. Someone it's like they feel, I'm getting like there's a break in this connection. They're not realizing it. It's not a break. It's not something that they're allowing themselves to see. Let's see, what else do we have here for Aries? This person. Eight of Wands in reverse. No communication. There's been a break. High Priestess in reverse. This heart of your reading. Yes, as I feel that any communication would allow some secret feelings to come out, possibly some truths to come out. They're not willing to do this. It's something that they've been hiding, something that they're not willing to talk about, something they're not being very intuitive. They're not allowing themselves to heal. They're not allowing themselves to move forward in this connection. Four of Swords in the reverse. Not taking time for this relationship. Now this is peculiar. Let's see what else we have for these person's energies here. Queen of Pentacles in reverse. Oh man. Let's see what else we have. With this person for Aries. Page of Pentacles in reverse. Over here. The Knight of Swords. Yeah, and on the bottom of the deck here we have the Seven of Swords. So let me see what we can see. Someone that's lost their strength of character. This is someone that is fearful, someone who is not allowing themselves to move forward and not believing in this connection, not believing in this going forward in this connection. Someone that's not willing to communicate, at least honestly, is what I'm getting. Seven of Swords overall. This is someone that's not very intuitive, not very in touch with their higher self, their feelings. This is someone that's very restless, someone who's very anxious, someone who's very busy, someone who's doesn't have stability in their lives. Queen of Pentacles in reverse. This could also be relating to, see, the main energies that we have. We have Leo, Aquarius, Pisces, and Earth, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. So we have here Page of Pentacles in reverse. So it seems like this instability, this indecision, this non-communication, whatever it is, it seems that like this could be brought on from yourself, but I'm getting this is definitely coming from this other person. So it could have gone both ways, but what I see is someone that's really trying to let go of things they've been holding on to. That's keeping them very agitated. I feel there's a lot of very nervous, very high-strung energy around this person. They don't know which way to go, but they definitely, it's like they've put everything on hold. This is someone that's lacking stability in their own life, definitely financially, and the home life. It's someone that's, it's like you walk into their place, like they have, you know, mess everywhere. They have, you know, it's just someone very scattered is what I'm getting. But it seems like this, they want to hold back, like everything they're holding back, they're holding back, they're holding back, not allowing you to see. It's because they're afraid there's possible, it seems very likely there have been some deceptions going on they don't want you to find out about. They haven't been honest, they haven't been truthful, they've been doing some things behind your back quite sneakily, and they're afraid that if they communicate with you in any way, they're afraid that this is going to slip out for you. It seems like, though, there is some honest communication coming in that could be in the way of a text. This could even be someone else that's coming in to help clarify this situation. Perhaps that might be how you find out about it, but I don't see it that's coming from this person. This might even be someone else coming in for them, just going, hey, like, what are you doing? But I feel that something's going to get blurted out unintentionally, and that you're going to learn some truths about what's been going on. It's like, yeah, they're afraid. They're afraid of communication. They're afraid of letting these things out. What they've done is unbalanced things. They've caused, there's no sense here of third parties. They're all very singular cards. But this person is definitely holding on to something they don't want you to know about. They definitely don't want things to come out. It's making them very anxious, very causing a lot of instability in their life because of it. Things just aren't going well for them. They're very frantic. The longer they're holding off, the longer they're keeping this stuff to themselves, the more it's just, this energy is just building up, it's building up, it's building up, and eventually it seems like something's going to come out unintentionally. It could be through someone else who's been observing this, like a bit of a white knight coming in is what I'm getting. It could be for some of you, but it's like you're learning about something and it's like, oh, I see what this is, you know. It's like, that's going to be the thing. They don't want you to have that moment. It's like, it's like, oh, I see what you've done, you know. It's like, that's exactly what they don't want. Oh, that's yeah, it's someone, it's making them very unstable. The longer they hold on to this energy, the longer they hold on to not talking to about this, I'm getting very strongly, it's it's just boiling up, boiling up, boiling up, boiling up, and eventually something's going to spill over. Like the water's going to start coming out of the pot is what I'm getting. It's like watching a pot of boiling water with the lid on, you know. Eventually that steam builds up, it builds up, it builds up, and it just starts creeping out, starts hitting the stovetop, and, you know, a bit of sizzle, and then eventually it just starts boiling over, and once it starts, it's like you can't stop it. It just keeps coming. It's like it just keeps coming, it keeps coming. It's like they're trying to keep the lid on it. They're doing everything they can to keep the lid on this, and the pressure is building up so much. I'm getting it's inevitable. It's inevitable where it's something's going to start coming out of the edges. You know, it's like I was getting earlier. It's like I was looking. There's no indication of, besides possibly, you know, the Knight of Cups in reverse. It's like maybe over a drink or something, some truth comes out. It's like they can't help it. It's like something just gets blurted out. You know, it's like, you know, it's like almost like. It's like a quick vomit of truth on you. And it's like just, it's shock, you know. It's just something that'll like pop your eyes open and just sort of take your breath away for a second, put your hand on your heart. It's like, oh, it's like I don't know how else to put it. It's just, that's what they don't want. They don't want you to see this. They don't want you to find out about whatever is going on here. Okay, let's see. What's the most important message here for Aries? Can we have any enlightenment about what's coming through? 2 cards for you. There's material and spiritual prosperity, and there's balance. So yeah, main message here, balance. This situation is going to get balanced out. This is something karmic going on. This is something that's going to happen. Like that lid is coming off. It's inevitable. It's going to happen. It's going to bring you some peace. It's going to be shocking at first. I can feel it's whatever this news is, but it's going to give you time to think and reflect and think on the actual truth of this. And yeah, emotional withdrawal here. So that's that's the same thing again, what they don't want, because if you find out these things, you're going to withdraw from them emotionally. And basically they're doing everything they can to, like, it's like if you're with this person, they're like doing everything they can to keep you, and the only way they can do that is to stop you finding out certain things, is what I'm getting. And the inevitable is emotional withdrawal here, and taking time for yourself to reflect on the situation. I see this as a very much reflection as well. Perhaps you're doing quite well in your life, and they've been relying on you, possibly financially. It's like whatever's coming, it's like it could create a lot more instability in their lives. It's like it's taking away those coins that you've been providing them, if you've been helping them out monetarily, things like that, you know, helping them out, you know, if they're in a real bad situation. It's like you've been giving possibly a bit too much of yourself, Aries, you know, very not a lot of people sort of realize with someone so strong and stable, but I mean, Aries can be very, very caring, very much about the home and family, and very protective of those they love. Very loyal people as well. You know, it can be sort of hard to see from other people's perspectives, but it's like, it seems like nothing can take that power away from you, but they're afraid too. If you find out from this, you're going to withdraw basically from them. But this is going to, whatever this is coming out, is going to balance the situation. This is something that's karmic. It cannot be avoided. It's it's like that water's going to boil over one way or another. It's what I'm seeing. It's going to give you some peace of mind. It's going to allow you to see things from a much better perspective, is what I'm getting overall. Well, Aries, I do hope this helped bring some clarity for you in this situation, and I'll be back for March monthly readings, and until then, take care.